Tell Floyd to get on live. Tell him show where he at.
Floyd Mayweather finally responded to Gervonta Davis's callouts amid growing speculation about their past relationship, which had once painted Davis as Mayweather's unstoppable protege. Rumors even circulated that Mayweather had gifted him a house, though Davis later clarified on social media that no such house was ever given, dismissing claims made by fans who accused him of owing Mayweather repayment, while also acknowledging he had received other gifts from the legendary fighter, including cars and jewelry, prior to officially signing with Mayweather Promotions. The relationship, which began with Tank rising to prominence under Mayweather's guidance, gradually soured around 2020 despite moments of camaraderie, such as when Mayweather attended Davis's victory over Ryan Garcia and Leonard Ellaby, CEO of Mayweather Promotions, provided advisory support. Yet tensions fled anew when Davis posted on Instagram asserting that Mayweather was trapped in Dubai due to financial obligations, responding to skeptics by insisting the payments were owed and challenging them to go live if they doubted him. Throughout this, fans and commentators criticized Davis for allegedly turning on Mayweather despite past favors, prompting Davis to publicly reject the house rumor while sharing insight into the gifts and mentorship he had received. And amid the ongoing drama, DJ Academics highlighted that Davis had more to say about Mayweather, sharing footage of him sharply criticizing.
Tell Floyd to get on live. Tell him show.
Circulating online recently showed Gervonta Davis sharing his thoughts on Floyd Mayweather, signaling that their long-standing conflict was heating up, with tensions between the two showing no sign of cooling as both aired grievances publicly. Davis, known for calling out anyone in boxing regardless of status, focused on Mayweather and made bold claims that he was being held in Dubai due to unpaid debts, which added fuel to their dispute, prompting Mayweather to post a video mocking Davis, dancing as Zesty, and later sharing a clip of Shakur Stevenson urging Davis to finally accept a fight, emphasizing that the challenge was not with Mayweather but with a fighter calling out Davis, to which Davis fired back, accusing Mayweather of siding with Stevenson out of fear of his father, Jay Prince, and for attention rather than genuine competition, referencing a previous incident involving Young Boy and a Rolls-Royce umbrella. Davis also stressed that any fight would need to comply with his existing 67 deal contract, criticizing Stevenson's abilities and dismissing his callouts as inconsequential, while Stevenson responded on X by mocking Davis' deal and implying he was less prepared than others, and Davis then escalated further by threatening Mayweather physically, highlighting how personal and intense the feud had become. This conflict contrasts with their prior relationship, which appeared cordial after Davis split from Mayweather's guidance post-Rolando Romero fight in May 2022, with Mayweather even supporting Davis against Ryan Garcia in April 2023. But now the tension seems to extend beyond personal grievances, affecting figures like Carmel Moton, Mayweather's other protege, who celebrated victories and shared photos of training with Mayweather yet received pointed remarks from Davis about upcoming fight cards, suggesting that the rivalry is influencing wider boxing dynamics. Meanwhile, Mayweather has criticized modern fighters for prioritizing wealth and image over dedication, a sentiment Tank interpreted as a veiled dig, sparking further social media exchanges. And despite their history of mentorship and collaboration that made Tank a dominant force in the sport, recent posts and threats indicate a fractured relationship, with Bill Haney adding a critical perspective by implying Mayweather might be exploiting Davis for profit, illustrating the complex mix of mentorship, rivalry, ambition, and personal animosity currently playing out in boxing.
Y'all gonna stop listening to old boy? Now he done came out and put his young homie in his drawers on his thing.
Bill Haney also directed sharp criticism at Mayweather, referring to him as old boy and suggesting that his provocations toward Davis were petty and ultimately reflected poorly on himself. Haney's casual, colloquial phrasing, including remarks like putting his young homie in his drawers, added a layer of disdain, while he questioned Mayweather's true motives, implying that the former champion's actions were more about stirring controversy and grabbing attention than genuinely caring about Davis's career or well-being. And by framing Mayweather's behavior as simply adding salt to the fire, Haney dismissed any attempt to portray Davis as lacking skill or talent, portraying the conflict as a reflection on Mayweather rather than on Davis.
Is it to sell pay-per-views and then say it's some sugar in the tank? Or is it really just some salt And his old ass.
Bill Haney's reaction highlighted his frustration with Mayweather's involvement in the ongoing feud and expressed skepticism about the former champion's true motives, offering a blunt and vividly candid critique. Recently, Haney became embroiled in a tense online exchange with Mayweather after witnessing his son's first professional defeat to Ryan Garcia. And prior to the fight, Haney had commented that Mayweather's retirement had been influenced by a sparring session with Devin, suggesting that the sport was entering a new Devin Haney era, remarks that clearly provoked Mayweather and led to a lengthy, heated confrontation between the two during an Instagram live session.
Bill, if your son is undefeated in the gym, congratulations. Congratulations that you got an undefeated fighter in the gym. I'm not,
that's not it.
I'm the under the light type fighter.
That don't lie. I got a nigga that don't lie 100% of the time.
Let me ask you a question. Bill, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's my record under the lights? What's my record under the lights?
I'm going to tell you, but listen, what's your record in life?
No.
Yeah.
Down to it.
Yeah, what's my record?
What is
what's
my
record in life? What's your record under the
feud escalated further when Haney Sr. openly questioned the significance of Mayweather's flawless 50-0 record, arguing that the choice of opponents undermined its value. To which Mayweather replied that he saw no reason to debate or compete with Haney Sr. The back and forth continued as Haney shifted his critique toward Mayweather's parenting style, adding a personal dimension to the confrontation and intensifying the overall tension between the two. QF.
Every 50 of your opponents.
My record in life is undefeated.
Listen, huh? You said what? You said in life.
My record in life is undefeated.
Come on, man. What are you talking about, your record in life? Who are you talking to? Who you talking to? You trying to tell these people that you don't take no L's. You take L's around this fuck. I done took L's. My son took L. We take L's. What the fuck you talking about? You keep running around this fuck acting like that you the only one like
when somebody died, when you lose.
He reaffirmed his dedication to supporting his son, the WBC super lightweight champion, while Mayweather responded by questioning whether Bill had needed help, subtly implying that his son had required assistance the previous night. He added that Haney would know what to expect when they met, and even commented on Haney's boldness, hinting at emotional vulnerability, prompting Haney to reiterate that his son consistently depends on him and emphasize their independence from any aid from Mayweather.
Bill, at the end of the day, listen, I called to find out what is your problem with me, because I don't have no problem with you.
I'm for the streets. You do something for the streets, and then I'll be cool. I'm cool. I'll stop saying something, nigga. If it was some hellified street niggas that was up around you that say, nigga, he got us, then I'll be, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I talk shit, but I don't mean nothing. I'm just doing some comedy shit, man.
So Bill,
I don't dislike you. It's just comedy.
Bill, is me and your ultimate goal is to help our kids go to the next level, or is our ultimate goal is for us to go against each other? You tell me.
I don't know. I mean, are you helping your kids? I don't know. You know what? You can see my work. You can see my work.
He recounted running into Mayweather's children on the streets and warning them to be mindful of their surroundings because of who they are, expressing disappointment that Mayweather never acknowledged or appreciated his concern. Mayweather responded by saying that once children reach a certain age, they must make their own choices, and if they ignore advice, distance becomes necessary. While Bill emphasized that real men in the streets, like himself, notice Mayweather's children and offer guidance about their behavior and lineage, to which Mayweather shot back by claiming Bill never showed gratitude for the gesture and accused him of valuing money above all else.
You come up in there with that slow drag talking about that 50 under the lights. The fuck the lights and that 50 You know that shit don't mean nothing in the street. If you ain't really pushing that line and your kids are all right in these streets, you hoe ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? If you ain't if your kids ain't walking around and they mobbing in these streets and they all right, then don't nothing else matter.
Bill, it's not about the streets, Bill. Bill, it's not about the streets. That's why you got out the streets, Bill. That's why you got out the streets. I learned from my dad not to even be in the streets. But listen, I ain't coming up in no suburb, Bill.
Listen, I'm still in the street. Listen, I'm still in the street, and if I see your kids,
Haney clarified that he never brought up money, focusing instead on what guidance and support they could offer their children, and expressed frustration with the ongoing conversation, declaring that he had no intention of continuing the back and forth with Mayweather. Despite this, Mayweather continued to taunt him, suggesting Bill's children needed help. To which Bill responded by reaffirming that both his son and Mayweather's son rely on him daily, asserting they did not need Mayweather's aid, and emphasizing his own self-sufficiency, insisting that he was fully capable of handling matters independently.
What you mean? I'm just seeing your kids in the streets and told somebody to back the fuck up, leave your kids alone, because I'm a thoroughbred street nigga, and you know your kids be in the streets.
They can do whatever they want.
Squares.
That's them.
Squares. Yeah, you said they'd do whatever they want to do. You clown. What you mean your kids can do everything? And you got $150 million.
I didn't say that. I said when kids
just said that they can do whatever
they want to do. Let me tell you something. When kids get to a certain age, they're gonna do what the fuck they want to do anyway.
You buy them
what are you talking about?
Everything. You buy them bitches everything. How you can't buy your kids everything the same pocket?
Why are you worried about what I'm doing with my mama? You pocket watching? Bill, now
I'm a thoroughbred. You already know it.
Mayweather stated that his support for Devin came from a place of love, even if it hadn't been perceived that way, and suggested that Bill should contact him directly to resolve their differences, while the entire exchange between Mayweather and Haney highlighted personal tensions and underlying conflicts, further intensifying the drama surrounding the interconnected Garcia-Haney-Davis storyline.
And
guess what?
So does yours.
If he need me, I'm gonna be there for him. No, if he need me, I'm gonna be there for him.
No, you was just popping slick, and I pop back at you, crazy fool.
Yeah, if he
we don't need you for dog shit. We don't need you for.
And guess what? Anytime I ever talk to Devin and help him, Devin, guess what? It's all total love.
Tension plays out across social media and in public statements. It remains unclear whether the feud between Davis and Mayweather will ever be resolved. But one thing is undeniable. The dynamics of their relationship have been permanently altered, leaving a lasting mark on the boxing community and everyone involved. And for those interested, be sure to explore some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.